Awesome.
Hello.
Hello world.
Hello.
Hello, world. I am way too loud. Okay. Let's turn that down a little bit. There we go. Testing. Hello. There we go. All right. Is everybody ready? Does everybody have their math rocks?
I have my math.
I have my math rocks and dice tray at the ready.
All right.
Yep.
My dad is poised to win it, and then
So,
True. Yeah.
Rari,
first time.
Yes.
you are in your town, profiling your local inn.
We're going
Here,
with
some jumping, thriving
Because
music going
I don't-
inside, and it is later in the day, and it is a nice night for an entry into the pub.
Well, now's a better opportunity than others to make merry and find opportunity. I'm gonna go inside this bustling tavern to see what's going on.
You head inside of the tavern.
because after
You head inside the tavern, and you immediately are just surrounded with the noises of a bustling business that is very clearly the favorite of tonight.
Do I notice in all of this joyous commotion and drinking, feasting, and dancing any, let's say, distracted people?
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
Am I rolling on Roll20 or am I using Math Rocks?
Either. Doesn't matter.
Alright.
The only thing that really matters on Roll20 is rolling like any of your abilities so that people who are watching know what they do.
Alright. I'm making a perception, right?
Making sure I'm not confusing my D&D and Pathfinder terms. Yes, you are making a perception check.
Right. That is a 12.
You're looking around and there's most people are sitting in groups in the tables, but there are like a few sparse individuals who are sitting on the stools at the bar that look a little bit tipsy.
I'm more than happy to just sneak up to those people at the bar stools.
Make me a stealth check.
Alright. 14?
13?
14.
14. Alright. So, with 14, they don't really seem to notice you, but you do notice that the person behind the bar is an old, wrinkled-looking woman with long, grayish-green hair and one big, bulging yellow eye holding a wooden spoon, and she's staring directly at you.
Seeing that, Rari kind of sucks his teeth and he's like... So he finds an empty chair, kind of like hoists himself up as he is rather short and gets comfortable.
Well, kid, what'll it be?
What do you have? In terms of alcohol. I'm fairly new here.
Well, we have our basic meads and grogs. We also have some of the more fancy stuff for those that can afford it.
How much for the mead?
The mead, let's see, the mead. The mead will be 1 copper for a... what's it called again? Pint? I think it's called a pint.
But it had
Alright, a copper. I will hand them 1 silver.
So would you be wanting 10 pints then?
No, I just don't have any copper pieces on me.
So change it is.
She slips the coin into her pocket, wriggles her hand in her pocket around a little bit, and pulls out 9 copper coins and hands them to you.
Thank you.
The special
And-
of the day is roast something or other.
Roast something or other. Well, I'm not particularly hungry, but I'll note that for later.
She kind of grumbles as she slowly makes her way to ordering and serving other customers of the bar.
Rari is gonna drink his mead.
Make a constitution save.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Sorry, fortitude save, my bad.
Yep. That's the D&D talking. Alright.
It's only the 5 years of D&D talking.
Okay.
That is a 15.
Okay, yeah, you pass. You are
Perfect.
not affected by the intoxicated trait.
Awesome.
This is
Overall-
this is a really nice honey.
Rari does have a bit of a sweet tooth, so this is going down nice and easy. He's taking his time with this sucker.
Yes.
Outside of that, he minds his business, kind of keeping to himself, waiting for a gullible schmuck to come his way, particularly a drunk schmuck.
Alright, as you're waiting at the bar, you hear as the music starts to die down and the bard in the corner starts to take their bows and goes to their seat. Ace, would you like to describe your character?
He's very full of himself. Tries not to let anything else deter him from what he has to do for the day. He's very real about his shit. And does not take anyone who wants to be this way very lightly.
Alright, as you finish your set and go to your side to just take a little bit of a break, take your 5 minutes, get some food, get some drink in you. You notice a strange little kobold walk in, and it's kind of like not really sneaking around, but not really making themselves obvious either. And you see them just take a seat at the bar, and as Granny, as you know them, introduces them to the menu. As a regular customer of this bar, you know that Granny's menus are always interesting and always fulfilling. What do you do?
Thinking. I don't really intervene because again, I keep myself. But I do want to kind of keep my eye out.
You want to keep your eye on the little kobold?
Yes.
Do you want to do anything else? Order food, get a drink?
Probably a drink.
You wave over Granny and she shuffles over to you.
What would you like, sweetheart?
Anything. Just give me the best.
I like you.
She shuffles away. And about like 5 minutes later, she comes back with a little, almost like metal goblet, and it's full of this purplish liquid.
That'll be 2 silver.
I think I can afford that. Then I give her 2 silver. Do we care about our money in this one?
That's up to you.
All right, 2 silver, and I'll get a copper for a tip.
She kind of tips her wooden spoon to you as she's not wearing a hat.
Enjoy your drink.
And I'm already like chugging away.
Make a fortitude save.
Yep. Which one do you use? 20.
Yep, D20.
And
10. All right, 10. You fail.
fun.
And everything feels really good all of a sudden.
Okay.
You are now, let's see, what you are, come on, conditions. Please come up. Ooh,
Intoxicated?
conditions.
That is one.
There we go. You are now clumsy. Your
Fair
movements
enough.
become clumsy and inexact. You take a -1 status penalty to dexterity-based checks and DCs, including AC, reflex saves, and ranged attack rolls, as well as skills using acrobatics, stealth, and thievery. So you are afflicted with clumsy 1 for the next, let's see, 4 hours. Nope, that's a 1. 1 hour.
Okay.
Does Rari sense a sucker?
A sucker, no, but you do sense that the local bard is drinking something really nice.
Ooh. Someone's got money to afford something that nice.
You did say you were looking out in the crowd, so I'll give you this. They did pay 2 silver for that drink.
Not that wealthy. Now, if they start handing gold, Rari will get a little excited. But beyond that, does he get the sense that this bard is looking his direction?
Most definitely, yes.
I'm here to text over grandma.
Say again, Ace?
I'm protective over grandma.
Yep.
That what's up?
Interesting. Well, as long as she's not a cop. Or he. Is it a she or a he? I
Anything but so he they.
Okay, so he. He seems. Well, as long as he's not a cop.
As far as you can tell, they are just the local bard.
Maybe they'll play some music. Who knows? Do I notice anybody of the law enforcement type?
No.
Okay.
As you're looking around, you actually see a big wooden sign above the bar that says Uh, local authorities get charged double.
Rari takes a sigh of relief. You know what? This might be my new favorite spot.
Does anybody in the bar want to do anything?
Nope, I'm just doing my job, taking my break and watching this little guy.
I happen to be vertically challenged.
All right. Peter, you are slumbering in your forest until you hear the words, "Imminent danger! Save everything!" And then you snap awake. But instead of your usual forest that you are in, it's a much different place, heavily altered. You are in the small park of a large city. Did you say something, Peter?
Uh-oh.
We're not hearing you, bud.
Sorry.
Not a single
Don't speak
sound.
I
time.
was muted.
Oh,
That's why.
What happened?
You notice that there are people walking by the parks. Different people, like humans, dwarves, even some more of the monstrous races, like ogres, the spider people that I forget the name of, and even a few monkey people.
I walk around to see if. Can I roll a perception check to see if anything looks familiar?
Let me see if you can do that. Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check. See if you can see any familiar surroundings.
That is plus. Oh, I believe. All right, where are you? Where are you? Perception.
If you're looking at Path Builder, it's above all the rest of your skills.
I'm looking in the character sheet on Roll20. Let me try Path Builder.
Your perception.
Oh, plus 2. So that's 17.
17. Okay.
I found it.
Alright, so with a 17, this place is completely unfamiliar. It's almost like you were transported from where you're supposed to be to where you are.
And what time of day is it again?
It's in the afternoon, the sun is still up, but it is steadily going down.
Okay, so it's like about, not sunset, but like pre-dusk. Okay. Does anyone in the town notice me?
Are you moving around?
Sure. I'll take a stroll.
Alright, let's see if anybody can see the giant tree man. Yes, they can definitely see the giant tree man.
Yes.
You do notice that you are getting more than a couple eyes on you as you walk around the city as a tree man.
Hmm. Uh, I'm gonna walk up to a random person and ask them where I am.
You're gonna go to a random person and ask them where you are. All right.
Yes.
You walk to like a little gnome halfling fellow. You can't really tell apart the short people. Um, and you ask them where you are.
Where?
Like here, where? Here is we are currently in They kind of get a little nervous, considering you are what you are.
Mean no harm.
Oh, well, I guess that's good for me. Um, we are in, he kind of like scratches his head thinking for a moment. Oh, we are in, the United, uh, he is struggling. Let's see if he could actually get his words out. Um, that's a 10. So let's say he does get his words out. We are in the country of the United Republic of Holgia, Mr. Tree Person.
Is there danger?
Not that I'm aware of.
Carry on.
Thank you. And they kind of walk faster than they were before you stop them.
Do we see any very crowded and bustling areas?
Yes, you do. You don't even need to make a roll to see this, but you see a building that is labeled Granny's Place, and it is very bustling with people and just general like business of a building.
He's gonna go ahead and walk up to it, and he's gonna knock. He's gonna go in. He's gonna like open the door and duck down and let himself in.
Okay. How tall is your character, Peter?
I believe, if I'm not mistaken, he is let me see. Where is your height, sir? $7'1".
Oh
Yeah.
you definitely have to duck down and into this building, and as you do, Sin, Rari, you both notice this big giant tree man enter the bar.
Um, he kind of just like brushes his eyes. He's like, he looks at his meat and he's like, he just drinks the rest and he's like, okay, trees can walk now.
I'm
Haven't
sure
seen
Sin
that
has seen
before.
Sin has seen co-charactered before, so he's just anyway.
He walks over to Who's closest to me?
Out of everyone in the bar, or out of specific characters?
Uh, people in the bar. Let's go with that.
The person closest to you would be the poor person who decided it would be a good idea to sit next to the door.
He looks down at this person and he says, "Granny."
He kind of just points to the front bar where Rari is sitting.
He walks over to Rari as
Oh, God.
as he towers over him and he goes, "Granny."
Uh, uh, um, he kind of looks for Granny. Uh, uh, are you gonna order something?
"Where, Granny?"
Hmm. Where is Granny?
You kind of look around, and she's shuffling her way over back towards the bar after taking some of the orders of the people that are not at the bar.
Uh, Granny is coming up to the bar. She'll be here soon.
"Very well. Thank you." He just stares straight at like a wall or something and just, awaits Granny's arrival.
About a minute later, Granny would shuffle over, look you up and down, appear to like,
Well, I haven't seen one of you in a while. What brings you in here?
"Granny."
That's me.
"Where?
Right here, in front of you. I am Granny. Hello.
Where are we?"
We're in Durinsk, I believe.
"Durinsk." Would I know my hometown's name?
would you?
I think so.
Probably. You guarded it for a while.
Oh yeah, so he goes, "I laid dormant in Yuko. How is this possible?"
Yuko. Yuko is a whole country away from here, Tree-Man.
How? This can't be.
Don't ask me. I haven't seen a tree like you in many years.
Warned of immediate danger, I was.
Warned by whom?
God of nature. My true creator.
When you say God of Nature, she kind of just snaps towards you. She was kind of looking like still looking you up and down, but as soon as you say God of Nature, she snaps up towards you.
So another meddling of the gods.
And she
Mean
reaches,
no harm.
she reaches into her pocket and pulls out some bones that she starts shaking in her hand.
Let's see what they really are talking about.
And she rolls them over the counter on the bar.
Rari's just gonna watch this unfold.
And let's see what she gets on her occultism check. Damn it, Granny.
Damn.
Oh.
That is a 22.
Damn.
Damn.
So she's kind of reading over these bones, just like,
Unfortunately, your god was right. There is immense danger coming. But
Where?
not just to here. Not just to your hometown of Yuko, but everywhere.
Where must I go?
The bones don't say. But I can help you get wherever you need to go. So long as it is in a main city, of course.
I am unsure. The gods have been vague. Too vague.
Yeah, that's about right for the gods.
Immediate danger.
what'd you say, Rob?
Rari's thinking to himself, he's muttering, he's like, immediate danger. Danger equals people scared, but more so graves. Graves equals money.
Can I
Money is
roll?
good.
Can I roll perception to see if I hear that?
Absolutely, go ahead.
That's a dirty 20.
If you want to try and
Oh
hide your,
God.
if you want to try and hide your muttering, Rob, you're gonna have to roll stealth.
I am going to. $21.
Dang.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, all you hear is just.
You also kind of see like him kind
I
of like,
still look at him and give him like, kind of like a what you say kind of glare.
oh, it don't worry. It's just what us kobolds do. We mutter our thoughts a little to ourselves.
Very well.
I just look at him all like beady-eyed with my lightning blue eyes and my bronze scales, and I'm like, yep, that's just what we're doing.
Fine. Granny, where should I go?
She's gonna try and consult the bones again because it's been a minute. Let's see. She kind of scrapes the bones up off of the table.
Let's see where you should go.
Has a much better roll in the fact that is a nat 20.
Oh wow.
Plus
Nice.
plus her ability of occultism, that is a 37.
Jeez.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
I see much more clearly now. The bones actually give a damn.
And she is going to go over to her map. And she's going to point. Let's see if I actually have this on the roll 20. I do not. Damn it. There we go. She's going to point over to her map, and she's going to go,
We are here. In order to the bones, you will meet your next companion. Also here and here. But more importantly, you'll need to go to here.
and she points at this large country that you would know as the country next, like the country that is just north of this one.
North. North. Thank you. And I try my best to remember the location on the map, and then I go outside and stand outside
Uh,
and get some sunlight.
you do your best to make a memorization of the map. Go ahead and give me just a general intelligence or wisdom check of your choice.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go wisdom. That's another dirty 20.
Yeah, you can commit this map to memory, or at least parts of it.
All right.
Rari would like to also make a mental note of the map.
Go ahead and make intelligence or wisdom of your choice.
Right, we are going. Oh, that is the wrong thing. I need my d20. Wisdom or intelligence, my choice?
Yep.
Alright. 13.
You're having a little harder time seeing as you're really used to city maps and not country maps.
That is. Now that's gonna do. I think. Say Granny. And he kind of makes a general gesture towards the map that she has displayed. In the next country, would you happen to know anyone of particular wealth? Particularly the recently deceased kind of wealth.
Listen, kid. If you're looking for dead people, the best places to look are graveyards, and I don't deal with the dead other than to get their bones. 'Cause their bones are useful.
How much would you pay for bones?
I don't need to pay for bones. I have my own bones.
Oh, rats. Thought there would be a market there.
Not for you, unfortunately. The kind of bones I get can't be dug up from any old grave.
Oh. Well, if you happen to know anyone in the market for bones or treasures, let me know.
I'll be sure to send them your way.
And with that, I'm gonna be right back.
Sounds like
Nice. I'm liking this so far. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Pathfinder is very new.
It is very new. It's
It
gonna
is
take
very
some
new.
getting used to, but I'm liking it.
I'm so glad Granny didn't decide to hex me. Because, like, the moment he saw her reading Bones, he was like, this is creepy and weird. I don't know what this is all about, and I don't want to piss her off.
Mhm. That's true. Yeah. What else?
We have a map on Roll20.
Ah, we do.
My apologies. So,
You're good.
what were you about to say, Rob?
Oh, I was just making general comments out of character where, like, he sees the Bones, like, react to Granny, and then he's like, this is so strange. I'm so glad that whatever she's doing won't be affecting me negatively. I hope.
Yeah, you are absolutely not used to this. You are not used to Bones really moving on their own or people being able to read Bones. Well, actually, you are aware of people reading Bones, but you're more used to it as like a scams, things that street con artists do. But this
Uh
actually
oh.
seems to be like legit because there's like
No.
Starting.
hmm?
Mm-hmm.
You say something, Rob? Oh, great.
Right. Do I get the sense? Uh-oh. You're starting to break up. Oh boy.
Oof.
If he's speaking right now, I can't hear him.
Hello, is this better?
There we are.
Hello.
There you
There
are.
he is.
I got disconnected from my internet.
Oh no.
Oh, that's dumb.
Stinky internet.
I gotta
That's
make sure the
stinky.
stream is still running. Yes, it is.
Sweet.
Alright, cool. I'm sorry, what were you saying, Rob? I didn't hear any of that.
Would I feel like would I know this to like intuitively as not a scam, or
Uh,
would I have to like really think about it?
you have lore of the underworld, right?
Yes, I do.
So go ahead and make that check for me.
That is my first nat 20.
So you would actually know the difference between things that are scams and things that are legit. This
Mm-hmm.
is 100% legit.
And that means Rari is slightly terrified. He has never really seen a genuine bone reading before and doesn't know what on earth that implies.
The main reason you can tell the difference is that people who do this as scams usually mark their bones or carve it in a way so that they usually land on a specific symbol every time. There are no markings or carvings on these bones. These just seem to be bones that she got from somewhere.
Okay, this is definitely real.
Of course it's real. Did you doubt it, me?
Ah, well, I've done a few of those, albeit for show, not really for that, whatever you just did.
She kind of glares at you.
Now, I don't recommend scamming people out of their money, but I
I
won't
don't know.
stop you from doing it either.
So, like, normally people mark those. You just looked at the bones, and there's nothing. Is that normal?
The spirits of the bones tell me what they mean.
Right. And, like, Rari is like, now he's like spooked because he's like, spirits! Like, I rob graves for a profession. Spirits! Spirits mean bad mojo, possibly death involved for people like me. So he's like, yeah, spirits. Not harmful ones, right?
Not these ones, no, but some are.
Grave question. Um, if I were to go to a grave with these magical bones just lying in a graveyard somewheres, um, and so happen to stumble on their grave, dig it to find, the bones, would that mean something to the line of, and he makes this motion with his neck, or could I safely extract them without fear of bodily harm or injury?
Unless whoever was buried in that grave was an occultist and marked and enchanted their own bones so that they can communicate through them, I doubt you have any concerns.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, now I could start selling these things to cultists around the world. Thank you. That
You know,
puts a little
sometimes it's
risk.
a bad idea to scam people that can curse you.
Oh, these wouldn't be scams, or at least not to practitioners. Uh, the ones I would sell to others would be more so the gullible schmucks outside.
Ah, scam the scammer. I can respect the trade.
Precisely. That's the spirit. Uh, unintended. Was that like Kayla, or was that someone else in the background?
That's me. It's
Oh,
a ha ha.
that was you. Oh my gosh.
You hear the bard chuckle to themselves in the corner.
Ooh. Well, I'm glad I have an audience. A little bit. Um. He. Pardons Granny. Well, I'm gonna go over there where I can find some audience of sorts. But thank you for your words of advice.
Come back soon.
Will do.
She kind of turns to your character, Peter.
Anyway, what is your name, Tree Man?
Duzan.
Duzan. You're new. I have not met you before.
I am from Hugo, from Corsica.
The dwarvish country, yes. How are the dwarves doing? I haven't been there in quite some time.
I've been dormant. Years.
And now you're awake because of the grave danger. Well, you know where you need to go, do you not?
North.
I will be able to take you to one of the major cities. Where else you go is not from my business.
Very well.
Does anybody have anything else they would like to do at the bar?
I hop off the chair and I'm going up to the bard and I'm just like trying to get a sense of who they are. I couldn't help but notice you were staring earlier, and now my joke caught your ear. What happens to be your name? You're the first one that actually laughed at my jokes.
Um, I'm Sin. I just go over here. I play a little goofy tune. I drink. Then I go on to my next gig.
Ah, so you're a traveler of sorts.
Indeed.
I do a bit of traveling in my time as well. Um, Particularly, I like to explore graveyards and places of fear. Specifically, again, things that would scare most common folk.
I know what you are. I know your type.
Ah, do you now? He gets a little cautious, and he's like, does she know who I am in the... You know. What would I need to roll for that, Dawn? To see if I could see if she knows actually what I am or if she's just joshing me. He's just joshing me. My brain is stupid
It's okay.
today.
That works.
Is there anything that you like? Let's. Is there anything that you have, like any abilities? If not, you could probably like try and do like diplomacy or something like that. Hello? Did Discord crash? I think Discord crashed.
Thing.
Hello?
Hello.
I think Discord crashed for me.
It just hates you.
Yeah.
Are you still streaming?
I am still streaming.
Okay, thank goodness.
So I'm trying to figure out if she knows my actual he.
Look at me and think the opposite.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. This is my brain while sick, folks. Anyway.
But yeah, there are a couple ways that you can do that. You can either do it through deception, intimidation, or diplomacy.
I will go the diplomatic route. And so I'm just gonna be like, I'm sorry, my person or my type. What do you exactly mean by that?
So yeah, you can. So you're going to be gathering information through diplomacy. So go ahead and roll diplomacy.
That is a modified 20.
All right. Now, Sin, are you wanting to tell the truth or are you wanting to lie? And you can DM me if you want to keep it a secret.
I'd want to tell the truth.
All right. So yeah, they are telling the truth. They know who you are.
So I'm just gonna say right here, right now. Then I get really close. My second job is robbing.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, that's such a relief. I thought you would turn me into the authorities for a second there.
Hey, yo, fuck 12.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. And thank goodness for that sign. He points to the one where it says that all law enforcement pay double.
Yeah, we don't fuck with them around here. They're heavily biased.
Well, from one to another. The name is Rari. Professional
Nice to
grave
meet you.
robber. And that
Now,
giant
though we have the same kind of interests, I still, in a way, do it in a way that's respectful.
of course,
If that can even be done.
as much as possible. I can see that. What do you think of that tree guy? That giant hulking piece of bark.
I'm not gonna lie, I've seen, many colorful characters in my lifetime. Sure, he was a surprise, but I'm not very worried about him.
Good. Yes. All right. I, being, only 3 feet tall, that could crush me. Yeah. I just want to make sure I don't get squished underfoot.
Can I
You
roll
gotta remember
perception?
some gentle giants exist.
I sure hope so. I've never
Can I
really
roll
met
perception
giants.
to see if I hear this?
Absolutely, go ahead.
You're good.
That's a 19.
Oh! He's not being subtle, so he's not going to be rolling stealth.
Are you going to be rolling stealth, Sin?
Nah.
Yeah, you could hear this conversation. It's a little hushed, but not so much so that you can't hear it.
He turns over to them. Kind of like a...
I think he heard us.
I did.
I just go, hi.
Greetings.
Why don't you come over here?
Okay. Go that route. I.
What's your name, big guy?
Duzan.
Howdy doody.
Don't follow.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sid.
Greetings.
Just met this guy too. His name's Rari.
Yeah. I was also at the bar. You were asking for Granny?
You are small.
Gee, thanks.
You.
You little guy. Now what are you doing here?
Don't know.
Fair enough.
Couldn't help but overhear the conversation about an imminent danger.
Do you know anything?
No, I was hoping you might. I
I
mean,
just work here.
Duzan,
Gods. They are vague.
that tracks.
Fair enough.
So you don't know, but you do know that there is a big, big threat of some kind.
Correct.
Do you intend to make that journey alone?
If need be.
Well, I heard about going north. You might need to know someone, that knows their way around a city. I might be able to help in that regard. As long as you don't crush me under your massive tree roots. And
He bends over to look you in the eye. Okay.
you're right about gentle giants. Still terrifying. We'll get used to it. Hopefully.
Picks up picks up big warhammer and big shield.
Ooh, okay. How big is this, like, warhammer and shield?
It's about like
It's
how tall would it?
It's not a giant warhammer, so it would be sized for a typical person, so maybe like 5-ish feet long.
That almost looks like a twig in your hand.
It is my weapon. I only lose it if it is important.
Bad dude.
As do we. I mean, you can never be too safe, right?
Indeed. I had best be off. You may
Well,
come, if you wish.
He
Uh,
exits
I
the
just
bar.
look over at Rari. I get up.
well, I guess I gotta go help him navigate. I don't even know if he knows exactly how to get to where north is, to the next country over. He might walk straight into a lake or something.
We might as well follow the guy. You can
Give
leave
me
if you want
the
to leave.
people to free my soul. Wanna get lost in the rock and roll and drift away. Okay.
So Rari's gonna kind of scamper after him, assuming his stride is really long. I don't really know how fast this guy's moving, so I'm like trying to.
As
kinda
you
like-
all, as you all make your way outside the bar,
Um.
you hear a chuckling that's almost all around you.
So true. Let me know the joke.
Did anyone hear that?
I mean, I know I'm insane, but I know we all heard that.
Oh, heroes of the story, you've finally begun your adventure. The adventure to stop me, the grave danger.
So,
Okay,
so,
buddy.
you're the grave danger, and somehow you're talking to us. Where exactly?
Somewhere.
I will-
Not like it really matters. You'll find me eventually. That's what he has planned.
Who?
He.
Oh, you
You mean you?
somebody.
Who?
Somebody. But until then, I want to give you guys a little bit of a challenge.
Challenge?
What game are you playing?
Why, this game that you all call regular life. The game with you and numbers and paper and pens.
You speak lies.
I
Are you-
speak truth.
I hate to be this forward. Are you doing, drugs? There, I don't see any sort of game with paper and pen. I see the outdoors in a city, in my home city.
Are you on
That I
drugs?
see.
You're the one hearing a voice in your head with no
I'm
one
crying.
talking to you.
What do you mean no one's talking to us?
I'm just
We
a
all
voice.
hear you.
I'm just a voice. There's
I
no one
think-
here.
Rari, I think you're
Well,
thinking
good
very
day.
literally.
Oh. Perhaps. Yeah. Well, whatever you are, we'll find you. After all, you just said that. And hopefully we figure out what on earth your deal is.
Let's just let it rock. The more we complain, the more like pleasure soon.
Good point.
Well, if you want to find me, your best bet is the lady in the bar. She knows more than any of you.
No, I can always rely on Grammy.
My character immediately turns around, walks back into the bar.
And we're back in.
Granny.
I go right back in.
The,
I interrupt the big one. I'm like, all right, Granny. We got a few questions for you. Here.
as soon as you enter the bar, the voice that was speaking and laughing immediately cuts off.
Oh,
Granny.
more questions. Aren't you supposed to be doing your job?
Voice in
Oh, I know.
sky.
Yeah, there's this weird guy that just okay. I know I'm insane. However, I know I wasn't the only person listening to this. These other two responded too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on.
Strange voices saying that they are the big threat to the world. Something or other about a game, paper, pens. Anything ring a bell, Granny?
Let's find out.
Anyone at all?
Yeah.
She's going to try to recall knowledge using her occultism. That is a very high roll.
Damn.
That's Granny.
That's Grammy.
If I remember correctly, there was, and apparently still is, this wizard that got kicked out of whatever university or whatever he was working for. He's actually from the country I pointed you all towards. Makes sense that he would still be hanging around there. If he says he is what he says he is, then he might be worth stopping or looking into. Maybe he's just crazy, maybe he's telling the truth. That's up for you guys to find out.
So he
Where is
was
he?
expelled.
One question at a time. I'll get to. She kind of waves her finger between Duzan and Rari. I'll get to you next, and she points to Rari. She then turns to Duzan. Where? I don't know exactly where. He might be somewhere in the country. He might be somewhere within a city. I don't know. She turns back to Rari. What was your question?
How would he be expelled? I mean, did he cause a lot of trouble?
I don't
Like-
really know how. All I know is that he was, and now he might be plotting revenge. That might be the danger, or he might just be insane.
Not that I'd gamble on this, but I'm gonna lean on the insane part. Just because what he said just doesn't seem to make much sense.
If you really want me to find out, that's going to cost you.
I look into my coin bag and I'm like, not quite yet. Need to make some money first. I assume
Use
this is
the money you were
cost
going
a
to
lot.
pay me tonight.
She kind of smiles.
It doesn't cost that much.
She hands you 2 pieces of gold. She cracks her fingers.
So who's getting handed the gold?
Sin.
Ah, okay.
Thank you, Grammy.
She then cracks her fingers, picks up her wooden spoon, and starts whispering into it. And she's going to cast magic.
Let's go.
Magic.
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 Go.
Full.
Go. Your mother.
Full. As she's whispering into the spoon, those of you that have magic, so everybody except Rari, can see this almost faint sheet of like scroll or papyrus appear in front of Granny as a almost translucent feather crosses something off and disappears. All right, I know where he is now.
Where?
I'm getting to it.
Very well.
He is somewhere within the Wanathamorth oligarchy, although your kind isn't really welcome there. She kind of gestures to all of you when she says that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
They could be in one of a couple places. They can either be in Burak. He could be in Fomps, or he could be in maybe Evless. Something that has a direct connection to the major city.
Let's see. Hmm. How would we be able to get in to said cities, since they don't seem to be welcoming of our kind?
Well, you have a couple options. You have me, but that's gonna cost you quite a pretty penny. You have boats, or you have by land, which is going to take you a very long time, but it's probably going to be your cheapest option.
Hmm.
Seeing as if you want to go by land, you're going to have to go through Orcish territory.
The orcs. Okay. Fragile Rari versus muscular orcs.
And even with the orcs, you are still going to have to go over water. It's just that instead of coin, it might cost you your liver.
Yeah, I would like to keep those in the places they should be. What do you guys think?
What do you say, big guy? This guy just runs. Let's go with the
So,
second one.
boat.
Yes.
Very well.
Luckily for you all, Durinsk is a port town, so maybe you'll be able to get yourself a fine ship.
All right then. By water, we will go. Hopefully, we might be able to change a few opinions while we go there.
If we don't, that's okay too.
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. As long as they have sufficient compensation for their bias.
Onward.
I pick up my instrument and go. Bye, Grammy.
I'll see you around.
Rory
Off
waves
we go.
by the granny and follows the group out.
So you guys are gonna make your way to the docks, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So as you guys make your way over to the docks, let's see which NPC you encounter. All right. As you guys reach the docks,
It is very hustle and bustle, even though it is getting towards the night. The docks are really never slow, seeing as it is one of the main imports and outports of the not only the city itself but the country. And you see all sorts of people. The person that really sticks out to you though is this big creature that is made out of stone and almost like cobblestone, sandstone, all sorts of different stones. And right in the middle of what would be like person's like upper chest is this big almost marble of space. And I don't mean just like emptiness, I mean like physical manifestation of space.
Kinda cool.
Greetings.
So,
Oi, what's your business in the docks?
we just need to hop on a boat.
Oh, right. And what's your business at the docks then?
Um,
You won't tell me,
We-
guy.
What's the town we need to go to again?
Was it? It wasn't it the one that started with the T?
uh,
You can go to any town in the oligarchy, but the towns closest to the main city that are also port towns are the main city itself, the city next to it, which is Tamps, and the city to its left, which is Alevnis.
Let's go to Tamps.
Terps.
You have business with them elves.
He kind of like I would say he spits on the ground, but it's not spit because he doesn't have a mouth. It's more like this almost like plasma.
Boy. Oh.
ooh,
Look, guy, we don't have any good release for them either. This guy just got to go somewhere. We're just trying to help him.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna need to see some paperwork then.
I digs through my little man purse. I show him whatever kind of identification that we got at this time. I give him my papers without issue.
You kind of look through and you just like show him your like identification card that you're not actually from this country at all.
um, uh, I would be digging through my stuff for my identifications, because I am, after all, from this country. Maybe mine would be of use.
You need a travel permit. Don't our rules, it's the rules of the elves.
Dear. How would we go about getting said travel permits?
Not my business.
Can I roll persuasion
To do what?
to let the little guy go?
What are you saying?
To let the little guy go.
All right, go ahead, persuade me.
20, right?
D20, but also like actually persuade me. Role play it out.
Oh. All we're doing, okay. Please. The only thing we're doing is getting this big guy to where he has to go. He says there's danger. I've been hearing laughing and this little goofy guy in my head telling us we gotta play a game. And you think I have the time right now for you to ask for the little guy's paperwork? I'm fine. You didn't have any issues with my paperwork. This big guy, he jumped a giant. He has yet to squishes. What's your issue?
Okay, go ahead and roll diplomacy.
15.
Okay. He kind of chuckles. All right. I can see that you don't have any of your proper paperwork. But, seeing as it's my job to do security around here, I don't see why I won't be able to escort you where you need to go.
Fine.
That'll do.
Well, that's very good and kind of you.
As he leads you on, he's gonna just be like, "My name's the Deconstructor, by the way. Nice to meet you all."
Duzan.
Sin, nice to meet you.
Rari, a pleasure.
I would shake your hand, but it looks like I would crush you.
Yeah, I would like to not be crushed. Thank you for the consideration.
He leads you further in, and you see a number of different characters. Let's see what else you see. You see a cactus man, you see a rat folk, you see a fairy.
Interesting.
Say again?
Interesting.
And he leads you to the big, like, it's kind of a ferry, but it's also kind of like a, shipping boat. Like, it's meant to carry both cargo and people.
Mm.
And he's like, now I just need to get you your tickets. It's gonna be 1 gold each.
I can cover who needs to be covered.
Let's see. Let's make sure I have enough money. I do have a gold piece. Yes.
So I'll cover the big guy.
He takes the 3 gold pieces. Stay here. And he walks away for about like 5 minutes and comes back and hands each of you a pass.
Many thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Deconstructor.
Thank you so much.
This ferry will take you all the way across the ocean to the one side of... Where's the fucking there? To the town of Disco. From Disco, you can make your way either to Broyers and then catch a ship from there to the Tamps, or you can make your way by land from there to Tamps as well.
Very well.
Good to know.
It's going to be about a week's journey.
Well, I would say that's not terrible.
Not too bad.
Much better than being on foot.
Oh, indubitably.
Shall we?
Yep.
And so we shall.
You all, along with the rest of the crowd, follow your way onto the ship as the horn blows. You all kind of like find open seats. Your passes tell you which room is yours on this ferry. Not a lot of people, seeing as it is mainly a cargo ship, but they do transport people just to make a little extra money.
All right. Well, since we're going to be here for about a week, it's probably a good idea to figure out the layout of this ship, see what we can do for grub and other survival things.
I'm just trying to look through this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I'm down there. I'm a patient type.
I'm just standing outside, standing.
So true. You go stand up there.
Hmm. The ship is in motion, right? Now that the horn sounded.
No, it's still waiting for people to file on. Just the last few
Okay.
people. The very last person to get on is in fact the deconstructor, because he's getting paid to guard this thing.
Okay.
And as the deconstructor boards, all ropes are cut from the mainland. Not cut, but like loosed and then pulled in. And the anchor is raised, and you guys are off. And you see the port slowly fade into the distance.
And we're off. This would be Rari's first time sea side, or rather, in the ocean.
As you guys leave the bay and more into the actual ocean itself, for those of you that have no shipping experience, I need fortitude saves. So I believe that is all of you.
Oh, I travel.
You do travel, but that does not mean you have either A, worked on a ship, or B, been on a ship long enough to be accustomed to seasickness.
Damn, fair enough. Am I longer clumsy, by the way?
Fortitude. Why can't
Oh,
I?
thank goodness. That's a 22.
Am I
Damn.
no longer clumsy?
You are no longer clumsy, yes.
18.
And what'd you get, Peter?
I'm looking. Where are you? Oh, 15.
Okay. So Peter, you actually got the lowest roll, unfortunately.
Oh dear.
You being a tree person, you are you're not like about to throw up because you physically cannot, but you are not comfortable at all. Especially now that the sun has set and it is dark, that makes you even more uncomfortable.
You've been asleep for how long?
Good question.
Would I know that? Out of character?
No, you would not know that.
Okay.
Because the way you described it to me is that it's like you're out and then you're awake.
That's kind of funny.
I take it you don't like the ocean very much?
No.
All I gotta do is not think about it.
Yep, just distract yourself from the fact that we may all drown.
You'll
But
feel a little sway here and there, but just think about God testing you.
that's one way to think about it. Phew. Well,
Oh, he's sitting.
Hmm?
Eating. That's all you gotta do.
mhm. A week will be over before we know it.
Yep. Just sitting here, being friends.
Make new friends. Oh, I don't know. Maybe cause a little fun with the crewmates when ship duties are lesser.
Fair enough. I just wonder if they got drinks on the ship.
I sure hope so. I'll take rum.
I take any spicy water.
As you guys kind of talk to each other and walk around the ship, there is actually like a security crew that does block you off alongside the deconstructor, but also like regular security crew that block you off from certain areas like the storage area and other people's rooms. Um, and you actually, a couple of you find your way to the kitchen or wherever else you might want to go.
Rari would definitely hit up the kitchen or the dining area. See
I go with
what's
them.
available. Merely perusing the dinner options. Really seeing what the chefs are preparing for our dinner options. If there are options.
I'm gonna kind of look around and see again the population on this ship. See if I can find any cool or suspicious characters. Should I make a roll for that?
Did we lose him?
Yeah.
Probably. Van.
Oh, rude.
Let's go kill them.
His Wi-Fi killed him again.
Hello,
Hello.
I'm back.
And
What were you guys saying?
I was saying I want to look around to see if there's any cooler, suspicious looking people. I just want to get a gauge of the population on the show.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
15.
15. There's this one character that you find interesting. It is this cactus man wearing a wide-brimmed hat, smoking on a pipe.
Oh, that's sick. Actually, that's sick.
They also have a long bow strapped and a quiver strapped to their back.
Oh, I'm gonna leave Ari's side. I'm so sorry, bud. But I want to go talk to this cool cactus man.
That's fine. He kind of looks around, sees the cactus person, is like, more plants that can move. This is totally normal. Not what I'm used to. At
Can
all.
can I sit next to the cactus guy?
He's up at the bar right now, so you can absolutely sit next to him.
Okay. Or say, hey, you just seem really interesting. I want to know all about you, what you got going on.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
And do I have any modifiers?
You should. It's based off of your charisma.
Charisma, so added 4. Or 14.
14?
Yes, I believe so.
Alright. So he kind of turns to you and just like tips his hat. My name's Old Curtis.
Nice to meet you, Curtis.
Nah.
Where are you from?
Nah, it's Old Curtis. You gotta get the
Old
old
Curtis.
there. Old Curtis.
Oh, Curtis.
Old Curtis.
Gotcha.
I'm
Where are you from, old Curtis?
I'm from Bag Haze, down in the desert region.
Cool. Should I say where I'm from?
You
I don't
need
think
to
so.
if you're gonna. If you don't need to if you don't want to, Jenny. That's not his voice. That's Forrest Gump, Jenny.
Alright.
In Dead by Daylight, you gotta do the Genaise.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Else be hunted by the singularity.
By old Curtis.
Oh, Curtis. What you doing on this ship, old Curtis?
I'm a hunter, you see, by trade and by passion.
Cool.
And I'm out to get my next hunt.
And who or what is it that you hunt?
He kind of slips a piece of parchment out from his paper and unfurls it. It is a wanted poster. And it is from a elven. It looks like some sort of elven person that has a brand on the center of their head.
So I take it you're headed our way.
If you're heading to the Elvish country, I says we is.
Fair enough.
This one's been marked as a anarchist towards the oligarchy, and they're willing to pay some pretty price for his head.
Uh,
I don't
Does
know.
Rari hear the word price?
Are you at the bar?
Yes, I'm around that area.
Roll perception.
Alright. 23.
It's almost like an instinct for you, Rari. You hear the word price, and then your ears and eyes just kind of flick over to where Sin and this cactus person are.
Rari, walks on over. I heard prices. I hear something nice. What exactly are we talking here?
We're talking bounties, little man.
Bounties. So, bounty hunter.
That's me.
What's your name?
My name's Old Curtis.
Old Curtis. Nice. How much, gold's on that reward?
He rolls it back up and sticks it in his pocket. Wouldn't you like to know?
I get you like money, Rari, but you gotta be more subtle with these things.
Force of habit.
Trying to poach my hunt, are you?
Oh, no. I don't really hunt. At least not that way. Although, maybe eventually. But I wouldn't take your contract. I'd find other things.
There's a certain type of people in the hunting business that I despise, and that's poachers. They wait till the very last second, till you did all the dirty work, and then they blindside you, take the hunt right out from under you.
Talk your shit, old Curtis.
I've had people like that before. Not for contracts or bounties or the like, but yeah, that's happened once or twice. Don't like that.
So you understand the feeling.
It's a very annoying feeling. Feeling I get the sense you wouldn't allow to linger too long, you'd probably confront them.
He kind of taps the longbow on his back. That's what old Bessie for.
I have yet to find a weapon to name. Maybe one day. Something really precious. Who knows? Well, it's nice meeting you. Give me your name one more time, please.
Old Curtis.
Oh, Curtis.
Old Curtis. I'm gonna sit here. I wanna drink with old Curtis.
You want to drink with old Curtis?
Yeah.
His drink that he ordered is actually from his homeland, and it is a pomegranate springs surprise.
Ooh.
Rari is intrigued with these other forms of liquor.
Duzan, what are you doing?
I am simply standing outside, essentially just, doing the whole tree thing.
Trying to ground yourself.
Sure. And failing horribly due to the shakiness of the boat.
Duzan, a rogue wave hits the boat. I need you to make me a... What's it called in this game? Reflex save.
Oh dear.
Fear.
9.
As you feel the boat suddenly jerk up and then go back down, you kind of fall. You are now prone.
Damn.
You fall to a loud crash, and a crowd starts to look at you, just like murmuring, to, "Oh, is he okay? I thought he was just like a tree. Is he alive?"
I feel like he used to be like,
It should be like one of those falls in Family Guy where it's just like really fast.
and like on the ground he's just like,
Hear it from inside the bar.
That's probably him, isn't it?
I just
Duzan, the deconstructor is gonna offer you like a hand up, like a giant stone hand.
I just shrug at her. Keep drinking.
Does the
he goes to take it.
And he's gonna make an athletics check.
Now you know I don't bring you to the watering hole for no reason, eh?
Let's see some athletics from the strongest person here. Yeah, he easily pulls you up.
Let's go, the deconstructor.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Not too fond of the ocean, are you? That's the wrong voice.
Old Curtis.
Oh,
The
Curtis.
deconstructor is more like this. Not too fond of the ocean, are you?
No.
My sentiments exactly.
I shall go inside.
Well, if you want to... Fuck. Deconstructor. Well, if you ever want to talk, this is old Curtis again. Fuck.
old Curtis on the brain, man?
We all love old
Popular.
Curtis.
Fuck it, I'm just doing old Curtis because I can't not.
That's funny.
Well, if you ever want to talk, I'll be around.
Fine.
You make your way inside. Do you want to go to your room, or do you want to go to one of the public spaces that is in the lower deck?
I will go to the bar.
That is outside.
Then I will go to a public space. I don't really. Duzan isn't familiar with what these public spaces are.
You have the kitchen, and you have just like a public social area. That is
I shall go
outside.
to the social. I shall go to the social area and stand.
As you enter the social area, like it's very like normal person, dwarf, human, elf, and then you see a floating little sprite pixie little person.
How big is this thing?
Oh, she is 2 feet and 1 inch tall, and she is
You,
flying. She is flying among the crowd. She's basically flying around people's eye level so that she can actually have conversations with them.
he just kind of strolls around this area. Not really, the most keen on seeking conversation, more just waiting out the storm, or not the storm, the waves.
Fair enough. You huddle yourself in the corner of the social room, being a quite literal wallflower. And then we are going to move back to the bar with old Curtis, Sin, and Rari.
Could I smell the type of alcohol that Sin and old Curtis would be drinking?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
You could try to recall knowledge using a nature check, see if you smelled this kind of thing before.
Yeah, that's gonna be a 10.
You have. It just smells like alcohol and some sort of fruit.
Fruity, alcohol, definitely. Um, could I perhaps try some?
Are you asking Sin or old Curtis?
Uh, old Curtis, since he's the source.
He kind of holds up his finger to the bartender. Another one for my small friend. Make it a junior size.
Well, I guess I am an adult. I hope you know.
If you want the adult size, you're welcome to pay for it yourself.
Oh, true. A free gift is a free gift. Thank you.
And in like this little junior sippy cup type thing is just this very like pinkish purplish drink.
Well, free is free. He takes the cup and gives it a slurp.
Make a fortitude save.
Okay. 16.
Okay, you pass. This is very pomegranate-y. It's very like passion fruit, pomegranate, blood orange, stuff like that. It's very desert-esque fruit type stuff.
Well, Rari does have a bit of a sweet tooth, and citrus isn't too terrible for him. He likes those things, so.
As for the alcohol that's in it, you can't tell.
But I don't need to. As long as Rari doesn't really care what type of alcohol it is, per se. If he knows it, he'll order that specifically. But if he doesn't, as long as it tastes good to him, whatever is in there is in there.
It is at this point that you actually notice the bartender is a lizard person.
Oh,
Not a kobold, a lizard person.
okay. What would I know about lizard people?
Not much.
Outside of, they have, I would assume they'd have some scales, like, not like my scales, but like scales in general.
This lizard person is green.
Green.
Like very light green, not like
Oh,
very grass type green.
okay. Vibrant enough, but not super dark. Like,
Vibrant enough to blend in with a jungle, but not bright enough to expose himself.
makes sense. Um, Barkeep, what happens to be your name? After all, producing a liquor of this quality, I would, of course, like to know who you are.
My name is Glib.
Glib?
Glib.
Like GLIB, right?
Yep.
Glib.
He's kind of just hunched behind the bar, fiddling with a colorful object.
Your name is?
Rari.
Hello.
Hello. What other drinks do you serve here?
I'm more so the cook than the mixer person, but I do drinks as well. They usually give me the recipes for the drinks and I just make them.
Any favorite dish of yours?
He kind of looks
For
to
voyages like this,
he kind of looks to the menu.
Do you mean like food or drinks?
food.
The bone broth with stew is pretty good.
Hmm. How much would that cost?
It was covered by your ticket.
Oh,
So is
then
the
I'll
rest of
take.
this.
Ah, I could get used to this. Um, could I have an order of that bone broth soup or stew?
You won't regret it.
he kind of leaves the bar and puts up a little sign. Back in like 10, 15 minutes. And let's see how well he does with his crafting check.
Oh, please don't get in that one. I
Please don't
really.
spit in the stew.
Please don't spit the stew.
It is the last of my worries. I don't want food poisoning.
That's not bad.
Last thing I want is an Oregon Trail situation. Rari died of dysentery.
Rory
I'm
contracted
crying.
dysentery.
I'm like, no. Oh god, that would be awful.
Okay, so he has the materials, spends a few minutes to craft it. On a success, your attempt is successful, and each additional day spent crafting. Blah blah blah. He's not spending additional days. This is like a 20. This is like a 10-minute meal thing.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, fine. He comes back up with a rather large. Actually, no, he would keep the pot downstairs. He comes back up with a metal bowl for you and sets it in front of you.
Enjoy.
I will consume the soup. Of course, blowing occasionally not to scald my tongue.
This is an extremely hearty soup. It fills you up, and it fills you up very fast.
Wow. This is. If I were a head or 5 taller, this would definitely be a belt expander.
I actually have a challenge for anyone on the boat that if you can finish a whole pot, you'll win a prize.
Let's get big guy.
Oh, I couldn't, but I think I know someone that might.
I'm just staring at Rari for like a sear two down. Hey, let's go get the big guy.
Yeah, let's go get him. Rari's gonna, like, because he is full, he's like, kind of like slowly getting up and doing this.
I was like, I'll be right back, old Curtis. And then I fucking jump out of my seat and go wording.
As you jump out of your seat, he tips his hat to you.
Thanks for the wonderful meal, Glib. I'll be right back.
Have a good
I
day.
go after my friend.
We could Duzan. Like, hey, buddy, hey buddy, old big old pal. There is a really fun activity that you could do with us. Okay, if you eat
Mhm.
like a big ass like pot of this stew, dog. It's fun. We went some. You want to
I've
try?
tasted it. It is delicious. It is very filling. My small stomach finished the bowl, but I can't fit any more. But you, my friend, you're about 15 heads taller than me, so I figure you will definitely be able to consume that and maybe a little more. What do you think? Want to join us?
No,
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
I
Don't want
don't
to force him.
eat.
Actually, can I?
No.
Out of character?
It says in the
Damn.
description of your race that you gain nourishment in the same way that plants or fungi that match your body type normally do, through some combination of photosynthesis or absorbing materials through your roots or scavenging, blah, 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 blah. You cannot eat normally.
Well,
I
what
do
if
not
you true?
believe. I don't
Okay,
believe
so
you
he's
can
Yeah.
eat normally.
so he just says,
it
I
would
do
just.
not eat,
Damn.
but I shall accompany you.
actually, question. Can
Answer.
I roll? Can I look to see if anyone's being, if there's any trouble going on?
Yeah, you could go ahead and roll perception for that.
Good call.
That's a net 20.
Oh damn!
Okay.
That's a net 20.
Damn. My highest was 18 so far.
Let's see. You're not really seeing any mischief or trouble, although you do see like. I don't want to give you nothing for a nat 20.
It would
I-
feel almost criminal.
I mean, at least I could see nearly everything that goes on.
Yeah, you see that everybody in the social room is kind of like having a generally good time.
Do I recollect where that pixie was?
Yes, you do recollect where that pixie was.
He looks and he goes, walks over.
Greetings.
She turns to you and then just kind of looks that she's at your chest and then flies up to your face so that she can actually talk to you. Oh, hi. What? Hello. Can I help you?
Where from?
Oh, I'm actually from the Fae. You know what the Fae is?
Would I?
Go ahead and what role would that be? What lore do you have, Pete?
What lord do I have? Where's that?
It should be among your skills.
Particularly I
Oh.
think in the bottom of your skill list. If you're using Roll20, at least.
I can't find the lore.
I'll get it for you.
Oh wait. I have abyss lore.
Okay, so that doesn't help you.
Yeah.
You can roll one of two things. You can either
Okay.
recall knowledge using your arcana, or you can recall knowledge using your nature.
All right. I'm gonna use my nature. That's a 13.
Okay. You don't really know what the Feywilds are, but you kind of know of them. You know that's where like pixies, fairies, and those types of creatures come from. It's where the court of the Fae resides. Other than that, you don't really know too much about it, other than the fact that it exists in a different plane.
Haven't heard much.
I'm from there. It's not. It's a different plane, but it really just merges with this one quite a bit.
Is
Say again?
where to?
Oh, I'm on my way towards, let's see. She kind of pulls out her ticket. I'm going to, I think, well, supposedly there's a Fey portal at, Evermount, and I'm on my way there to see if I can go through the Fey portal to visit home.
Why not home?
Why am I not home? Oh, I like visiting the material sometimes. It's very fun. I meet all sorts of interesting people, and also the Fae isn't the. If you're not from the Fae, it's not the most welcoming, so I wouldn't recommend you visit. But it's a very nice place for me, seeing as I live there.
Very well. Carry on.
Nice meeting you.
Likewise.
She kind of goes back to the conversation she was having before you walked over to her.
He walks over to the other two and he goes,
Bar.
Okay. Let's go back, bud.
Very well.
You coming, Rari?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go back to the bar. I'm taking my seat right back next to old Curtis, my new friend.
Welcome back.
So turns out our friend didn't want to do it. He actually can't. So
Well, maybe somebody else can.
maybe.
There's only one other person in the room that I know. Are you up for the challenge?
He kind of looks at his
Spin.
cactus drink, swirls it a bit, sips it. Nah.
How about you, Sin?
I'm a short king. I can't take that much.
There must be someone.
Want me to run outside and check?
Hmm. We could. Maybe we could convince them to share the prize money with us, or prize something, whatever it is, with us.
Like, how you think? You come with me.
Sure.
Let's go. Let's go out. Let's go out on deck. See.
Duzan kind of takes a glance at old Curtis,
Old Curtis is a cactus man.
and he's
Were you awakened?
Were you awakened?
hello.
Yeah, I heard you. I'm trying to see if that's in his notes.
Oh.
Was old Curtis awakened? No. No, he is not. Okay, cool. He just kind of looks at you.
No, unfortunately, I'm not like you. I am always awake.
Hmm. Fascinating. You are not fleshy.
No, sir, I am not. I am what's known
Very
as
well.
a Goron, but most people just call us plant folk.
Hmm. Very well. Carry on.
He kind of holds up his glass.
Goes to find the others.
He kind of, as you walk away, he kind of holds up his glass and drinks. You go out on the deck and see that Sin and Rory are just kind of scampering around looking for people to try and find this challenge.
Should I make a perception?
Yeah, you could, for those
Yeah.
that would like to, you can go ahead and make perception. Oop, hold on 1 minute.
Please. Please.
21 for moi.
1.
Oh, no.
It heard me begging and said nope.
Don't worry, I got a 21. Maybe that will do something.
Let's go. 2 little guys.
The short kings that will explore this great wide ship to find the one worthy champion to take on this so that we may also conveniently get their rewards, at least half of it. Split between the two of us, that makes a quarter.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's something. Like I had okay, I gave myself since we don't have like the actual fucking like coins in this, I gave myself 350 to start just to make it fair. And
Fair
then
enough.
currently I have 330.
I happen to be hurting for cash. Just for the moment. I mean, in reality.
Hey, I'm back.
Fair enough. Hello.
Hello.
So I got a 1.
And I got a 21.
Peter, did you roll, or are you not joining in this?
I'll roll. Why not? What are we rolling again?
You can roll
Perception.
perception to find someone to do this challenge.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
That's another 10.
Okay, Jenny.
Okay, Jenny.
That's a 10.
I may not be smart, yet, but I know what love is.
Alright, so, Peter and, Duzan and Sin, you don't really see anybody to stand out, that would be able to mainly do this. Rari, you see a couple people that might be able to do this. You see the deconstructor, he's big. But he's also made of rocks, so you might be in a similar situation with Duzan.
He's
Alright.
out.
Let's see, who else can do this?
Mm.
You definitely would not want to get either of those two.
I'm hoping I find someone that's like Augustus
Augustus Gloop.
or from. Yep. Someone that knows how to put away.
You do see this rather stocky dwarf that's kind of just, like, rubbing their hands together, like, very nervously.
I'd like to size him up and see if he's as he is of a comparable height. I want to kind of see if there's a good odd of him being able to stomach that much.
Well, he is a dwarf, and you know dwarves
Hmm.
can drink a lot. Maybe that translates into eating a lot as well.
So I would just kind of assume that, right?
If you want to, you can assume whatever you want.
Or would I roll?
To assume whatever you want.
I don't know. I will go up to the dwarf.
You go up to
Uh,
the dwarf.
he is nervous, right? I
He's
didn't misunderstand.
he's fidgeting with his hands and making sure his gloves are on like rather tightly.
Uh, hello. Uh, the name's Rari. What's yours?
Um, well, my name is Jadar.
Jadar. Uh, well, it's a pleasure to meet you. You seem to be a little nervous. Uh, perhaps a bit hungry?
No, it's just personal.
Fair enough. Say, I was wondering if you would be open. Apparently, one of the cabin mates has a challenge in which a prize could be obtained. And I hear it's quite worth your while. All you gotta do is eat some stew. Think you could be up for something like that?
Maybe you could take my mind off of things.
Well, if you need someone to hype you for this particular challenge, I happen to know a giant person and, well, someone of rapport that can help you along. Uh, I do, though, ask. I am hurting for a bit of money. If we could split the rewards between us, that is all I ask.
Hmm. Um, I don't really.
An even 50-50.
Hmm. What? 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 Why would I give anything to you if I win this challenge on my own?
Well, considering I made you aware of the challenge, I feel it's only right to, out of a sign of gratitude, of course.
Go ahead and roll diplomacy with a -1.
All right, a -1. All right. So in reality, that's like a +4 for me. That is
Damn,
a
why is diplomacy
17.
so high?
Thank you, ability score boosts.
Yes.
Let's go.
And my roguish whatchamacallit.
Skills.
Roguish rackets, I think it's called.
Yes, thief racket.
I chose the thief racket, so thank you, thank you, thank you.
So what'd you get?
That is a 17.
I'll consider it.
But of course. So, shall we?
Fine, lead the way.
I lead him to the first to the group. I found someone.
Let's go.
Cool.
We will be the ones encouraging you in your challenge, and we will be escorting you straight to the eating hall. And I guide everyone back to the bar slash dining area.
Should I play something for encouragement?
Um, I like somewhat triumphantly. I'm like, oh, Glib, we have someone that's willing to take on your challenge.
Oh, who is it?
This lovely gentleman of a dwarf here would like to take your challenge head on.
Let me fetch the pot then.
Let's go.
And you still notice that he's just kind of rubbing his gloves, making sure they're on extra tight.
I see you're very, very, very dedicated to those gloves of yours. Making sure they're just right.
I don't want to talk about it.
Fair enough. So what brings you on the ship?
Just trying to get away.
Oh, I understand that feeling. Any particular destination or just wanting to roam around, free as a bird?
Just to get away.
From what?
Did that tree just talk?
Yes.
Yeah, we
There's
don't
a
really think about it.
lot of new experiences today. So yes,
Greetings.
Hi. My name's Jidar. Or Jadar.
Duzan.
What was your question?
Where?
Where what?
Get away. From where?
Um, it's kind of personal.
Is it danger?
Memories of danger, yeah.
well,
Where from?
I'm from Corsica.
of course.
What town?
Why? Do you need why you ask?
Corsica.
You're from there too?
Yes. Awakened. Tasked to defend city or town.
Hmm.
You
Where from?
you were the guardian at Yuko, were you not?
He crouches down on a knee.
How long?
Since the storm.
Yes.
Rory kind of, at the mention of this, he feels like like that sounds familiar to him.
He kind of like scratches at his wrists and pulls on his gloves. It's been about 14 years.
I just walk over to old Curtis, not even paying attention.
Seems like our tall friend over here remembers something. What happened in the storm?
Carry on.
By the time you guys finish your conversation, Glib brings out this black, big black steel pot of just bone broth soup.
I assure you, this soup is phenomenally delicious. So, try as much as you can to finish it, and if not, at least you'll have a very, very delightful soup.
I mean, I can try. He's gonna start. He's gonna just basically be like, is there a time limit? And Glib's just gonna be like, no. Just try to finish the soup. He continues to
Yes.
fidget with his little colorful thing.
Well, let's make sure we give him all the encouragement we can get. Our friend's going to need it to clear that pot.
Saves against fear effect. Unfortunately, your inspiring courage does inspire sin, but it won't actually do anything. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I was thinking that.
but hey, it's just an action to do it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so he eats his first bowl of soup. Ooh, that's a bad roll.
Uh-oh.
I would use soothe, but that takes up one of my slots.
Does it take up one of your slots? Is that what you're asking?
I know it does. I said I would, but it takes up a slot.
Oh, it does take up a slot. Okay. So he gets a very poor roll for his first
Ah,
first
shit.
bowl.
Well, looks like that prize is gonna
Luckily,
slip
fortitude
back.
is his best stat, so he still barely passes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so he's still in the game. He's just having a slow start.
Second bowl. Still not a
Let's
great roll,
go.
but he does pass.
Okay.
Oh, he's got a real slow
Okay.
start.
Let's go.
Third bowl. Okay, he's picking up speed now.
Okay. Okay.
Fourth bowl.
Rari's just like, yes, come on. You got this.
After the fourth bowl, he slows down a lot. He's getting that food sweats.
No.
Oh,
The DC has
Rory's
increased.
Rory's
Bowl
crossing his
number
fingers.
5. That passes.
Oh,
Bowl number 6. Ooh. At bowl number 6, he taps out.
Damn it.
well, my friend, that was a very concerted effort of yours.
You know what? Can I give him like 2 silver for his trouble? I feel really bad.
Yeah, you could give him 2 silver.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, thank you. It is very good. I just couldn't have enough.
Nah, I get it. You're fine. I thought I'd give you something just for the trouble.
And I sure hope this at least provided some relief and fun for you. After all, we need that sometimes.
It did get my mind off of things. He says, as he goes back to like pulling on his gloves, making sure they're on all the way.
Well, This challenge, glib can be done whenever, right? So long as we're on the ship.
A different challenge for a different day.
Ah,
Ah,
interesting.
interesting.
He says
Well.
as he licks one of his eyeballs.
I'll be right back. I need to get some water for my throat.
Have fun.
Also, you only get one attempt at the challenge. Because every time I
Fair
need
enough.
to make a new pot. And that takes about 20 minutes.
Nah, that's fair.
He says as he licks his other eyeball.
I'll say nothing about it.
He is a gecko person.
Yeah. They are little guys that do little things.
And with the failed of the challenge, I believe... What time are we at for the stream? It has gone on 2.5 hours. I say this is where we will end session 1.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hooray!
That was
that's
fun.
My
That was fun.
character's left to seethe in trauma and seeing a survivor.
Also, Peter, this dude is not from
Yes.
Yuko. He was not under your protection.
Ah.
I thought he. Oh.
The whole country
I
suffered
think-
from the Necrostorm, Pete.
Oh,
Only Yuko had protection. As far as
Fuck. Does my character pick that up?
I don't know, does he?
oh man, that's
You
crazy.
never asked where the dwarf. You never asked which city he was from. You only.
I gotta
know
find
he's
him
from
again
Duzan.
next session. I need to find. I'm finding him again next session.
Make a note.
After some more basking in trauma, I'm finding him again.
I have a whole page of notes.
Also, like related to my thing,
Oh my God, we have a
thing that I
note
sent
taker.
you, Don.
Yeah.
What would I need to roll if Rari recalls like vaguely those things regarding his,
I mean, it really
backstory?
depends. You could roll many things. You gotta roll. Let's see. Any skill.
Like
Any skill that lets you
Mhm.
recall knowledge, you can roll. Basically,
Mhm.
it's just it.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. It's gonna be a pretty high DC considering you're trying to remember memories from a past life.
Right. So, yeah, because I wanted to roll that, but I didn't know what to say to do that, or what exactly would be required for that purpose. I would say.
Basically, it would have.
Um.
If you want to roll something, it would have to be a skill that you can use to recall knowledge.
So anything so yeah, basically a skill that could be used and applied realistically to recall something.
Yes.
So, all right.
If you click on the skill
Outside
on,
of the obvious,
if you click on the skill for Pathfinder, it'll tell you which skills are able to be used to recall knowledge or and what aren't. Oh, Discord crashed again. I don't know why Discord keeps crashing.
Kana.
Hello?
Hello.
Discord crashed yet again.
All right. So,